friends have arrived at the ruins of Alf, an important archaeological site where fossils of many prehistoric Pokémon have been discovered.
Those bones look like they're from an Aerodactyl.
That's exactly what they're from, Ash.
Hi, Professor Oak.
You can always tell an Aerodactyl fossil because the tail looks like an arrow.
That's pretty easy to remember.
Pokemon! Let's do it. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. My whole life is linked to this. Time to test my skills. And I know I just can't miss. Gonna show the world. Born to be a winner. Johto! Born to be a champion. Born to be a winner. Born to be the very best. Pokemon Johto! Born to be a winner. Pokemon!
Fossil fools!
I hope I didn't make you come too far out of your way.
We would have walked 20 miles to see this place.
The message you left us at the Pokemon Center said you wanted to show us something here.
That's right. He was very mysterious about it on the phone. But an old student of mine just made an incredible discovery and invited me to see it.
Professor, I'm so glad to see you again.
It's been a long time, Foster. You're looking well. These are my friends. Kids, say hello to Foster. He was one of my top students at Celadon University.
Nice to meet you. This is a surprise. I thought you'd come alone.
Well, I knew the youngsters would get a kick out of seeing what you dug up.
May I have a word with you? This discovery I've made is extremely important to science, and it could be very newsworthy. If a word about it leaked out, there'd be cameras and reporters everywhere.
I understand, but these kids are serious Pokemon trainers, and I'm sure they won't say a word until you make it public.
We won't tell anybody about it, honest.
Yeah, please let us see it.
Pretty please.
Well, if the professor says it's okay, I suppose it is.
I can't wait to see what it is. What's he doing?
He's removing the dirt from a fossil fragment we just found. The water jet removes dirt and other deposits that are too small for a brush to get without damaging the specimen.
Oh.
Once the fossils are cleaned, we run a computer analysis on them. That determines what they are and from what Pokemon.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What's the trouble?
Lately, we've been having water flow problems. A steady water supply is critical to our research facility.
Where's the source?
A natural reservoir. It's deep in the woods, but it's well known for having crystal clear water.
Pump, pump, pump.
This is unbelievably boring.
Of course it's boring, but at least we finally found a way to make a little money. Well, as long as you're out, you might as well work.
The water here in Alf is famous all over the whole world. We'll all get rich selling this stuff.
I'll be rich at last. I can picture it now. I'll buy the best of everything. Gowns, gold, diamonds, as long as they're expensive and tasteful.
I'm spending my dough on something tasteful, too. A never-ending supply of the most tasteful grub I can get my paws on.
Yes, I'll dine in style. No more of those day-old sushi bars for me.
Then let's keep on pumping.
Huh? What? Something must be clogging up the pumper.
Maybe we better help out. Here, James, lend a hand.
You said we.
Foster, you have an amazing collection of ancient Pokemon fossils and artifacts here.
Thanks. Here's one I'm really proud of, Professor. It's an almost perfect preserved skeleton of Kabutops.
How old is this one?
Well, our studies indicate that the first Pokemon appeared about 2 million years ago. But because we found this skeleton in a newly excavated layer of sediment, I believe our Kabutops here may be somewhat older, maybe as much as 10 or 20,000 years.
I recall that you proposed an interesting thesis when you were a student of mine.
And the more I study, the more convinced I am of the aquatic origin of Pokémon life.
You mean all Pokémon came from the water?
The oldest Pokémon fossils come from the ancient seas. Incontrovertible evidence that Pokémon life had its beginnings beneath the waves.
Foster, this could be the most important discovery in the whole entire history of Pokémon.
I don't think it's that important.
I love water Pokémon more than anything. Water Pokémon are so mystical and mysterious. Oh, but their little gills and fins and flippers are so cute and cuddly. Water Pokémon rule! Maybe you need an assistant to help you.
Time to dry up, Water Girl.
Behind these doors is a place 2 million years in the Pokémon past.
What's that?
That's our archaeologically correct Aerodactyl. We created it specially for this exhibit using advanced modeling technology.
It's a robot?
Well, yes.
It's very convincing.
What do you call this place?
I call it the Ancient Pokémon Study Park. It's a unique, interactive, educational amusement environment that recreates the world of prehistoric Pokémon. And when it's finished next year, visitors will experience a land of lost Pokémon.
We're getting our own private preview. Wait till the kids back home hear about this. Pika Pika!
A volcano!
Of course, volcanoes are pretty important. Volcanic activity in the old Stone Age kept things constantly changing, and the creatures that lived back then had to learn to adapt.
You should be proud of yourself, Foster. This place is an astounding archaeological and technological marvel.
What's the green stuff that's all over these rocks?
Looks like it's glowing.
That's called glowing lichen.
Glowing lichen?
We know that this type of lichen was abundant on prehistoric coastlines from studying fossilized Pokémon shells.
Fossils sure teach you a lot.
Over many centuries, Pokémon adapted to their environments in lots of different ways.
They're gigantic.
This is what a Kabutops maximus looked like in its natural habitat about 1 million years ago.
But how did you find that out, Foster?
Our research team just unearthed several fossils in positions that suggest this type of encounter. A few of the fossils they discovered had Kabutops fangs and claws embedded in them. It's amazing what you can create with a lot of knowledge and just a little bit of imagination.
When are we gonna see your big discovery?
Let's finish this first, then we'll see.
That's what I used to say to get you off my back.
Well, this is why I called you here, Professor, so I guess I'll have to show it to you sooner or later. I can't guarantee it, but if we stand very still, my big discovery may make an appearance. Keep your fingers crossed.
What are they?
Omastar and Omanyte.
That's amazing!
They're cool. They almost look real.
Huh? Huh. This can't be.
That's neat. How do you make them do that? Take it easy. It's just a robot, Pikachu.
Tell me now, are these creatures what I believe they are, Foster?
That depends, Professor Oak. What do you believe they are?
I believe they're real.
Huh?
They're not fake?
They must be.
Afraid not. They're real live Pokémon.
Amazing.
Omanyte is spiral Pokémon, believed to have lived over 2 billion years ago. Recent research indicates that it was able to control its buoyancy by storing and releasing air in its shell. Omastar, the evolved form of Omanyte. This extinct Pokémon is believed to have used its sharp fangs to break through the shells of its prey in order to feed.
It has everything right except the extinct part.
They're really real?
Funny. I never would have guessed they'd be afraid of us.
They're still a little bit jumpy, Professor. They haven't seen people for ages.
This must be the most important discovery in the history of Pokémon.
Where did you ever find them, Foster?
Are there any more of them around?
They found me, and I don't know if there are any more. I sure hope so.
I'm a bit overwhelmed. This is like a boyhood dream come true. I'm Professor Oak, and I'm very pleased to meet you.
Omanyte.
Look at that.
It was an Omanyte that first sparked my interest in Pokémon research. When I was 6, my class visited a Pokémon museum. The first thing I saw was an Omanyte shell. The spirals on it were so beautiful. And right now, it feels like I'm meeting old friends for the first time. Tell me, Foster, tell me how you discovered these absolutely incredible creatures.
I didn't. One morning I came in here to check on the exhibits, and they were in the lagoon. They seem to have accepted this recreation of their prehistoric environment. They've adapted very easily. Maybe their most recent habitat was disturbed somehow, but here they can live in peace.
That's great, but when thousands of people come...
You're right. It could be a disaster for these Pokémon. That's why I called Professor Oak for his advice. I just don't know what I should do.
These creatures must be protected, but this park should be open to the public too.
Professor, what if more of them live nearby here? Trainers who come to the park will try to catch them.
I know.
Time is money, James. So's water.
Can't you hurry?
Can't you shut your trap? There must be something jammed in the line here. You'll never believe what I just found.
What, your brain?
Let's see, Jimmy.
Look at this.
Hey, go and find your own water.
Throw that thing away.
Throw it away. Don't you realize that I hold in my hands an extinct Pokémon?
Wow, buff that.
Extinct, huh? With a face like that, it's no wonder.
You don't seem to understand. This is an Omanyte. This Pokémon is rare. It's valuable. It's...
It's slimy!
It may be slimy, but it's also worth a lot of dough. And if we keep pumping the water out of this reservoir, we'll probably find a whole lot more.
Well then, in that case, what are we waiting for? Let's get pumping and catch them all.
We'll bring back a few choice ones to keep the boss happy, and we'll sell the rest on the side to keep us happy.
This little Omanyte is going to transform our lives.
And to think I wanted to trash you.
Team Rocket will finally make out all right when we suck up all of them Omanyte.
Wow, buff that.
So, you observed the Omanyte and Omastar from here.
That's right. The surveillance cameras were originally installed for security purposes. But now they allow us to observe their behavior without affecting it.
I could stand here watching them all day long. Seeing them makes me so happy.
That's weird. Usually when you see water Pokémon, you get real excited and want to catch them.
I know. I love catching water Pokémon more than anybody. But they've been living free for so long, catching them just wouldn't seem right.
I know what you mean.
Guess some things just kind of deserve to be left the way they've always been. Just think about it, Pikachu. All the millions of things they've seen in their lifetime.
It's incredible. Just like a dream come true. Huh? Look there.
Where'd that other Omanyte come from?
And that second Omastar.
Professor, what's happening?
When did the first ones come?
On the same day as the problems with our water pressure.
Oh, good, you're here. We've got big trouble.
What's the matter?
It's the water again. But this time it stopped running completely.
I have a hunch. Let's get to that reservoir.
I'll get the Jeep.
Knocked out! I choose you! Check the reservoir. We'll get up there as fast as we can.
Catching Pokemon's easy this way. This place is so far out of the way, nobody'll know it's a Pokemon gold mine. Just us.
I'll be respected as the premier purveyor of prehistoric Pokémon.
I'll be famous and exceptionally well-dressed.
And it'll be payday for us all. Uh-oh, they're overflowing.
What do we do?
Why don't we come back tomorrow with a bigger tank?
How do you come up with such stellar ideas?
I'm a star.
These things certainly get attached to you.
Come, my little Omies, it's moving day.
My lumbago's killing me.
The reservoir's hard to get to.
Ow!
That's what keeps the Pokémon safe.
They knocked out!
Something must be happening up at the reservoir.
Sounds like trouble. We better hurry.
Okay, hang on.
Noctowl, return!
They're easier to handle when they all withdraw into their shells like this.
They're prehistoric, but they're very considerate. Someone's coming.
I hope it ain't who I think it is.
Look, it's Team Rocket!
What are they doing?
We've caught Pokémon, and it wasn't much trouble.
With a bigger tank car, we would have caught double.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse!
James.
Team Rocket has finally done something right.
We've got plenty of Omastar and loads of Omanyte.
Pipe down! Yeah, that's right.
Guys, look! They must have hundreds in there.
Let him loose right now!
Nothing doing, Twerby. The victory belongs to the spoiled.
Yeah, we win, you lose.
How did you even know that they were here?
We started our own bottled water business, but when we were filling the bottles, one of these prehistoric Pokemon got stuck in a line.
Water?
Now I see. The reservoir is their natural habitat, and the Pokémon only came to your park because these three were siphoning off the water.
You gotta put them back.
Sorry, the only place we're putting them is on the market. And if anybody's going to be blasting off today, it's you. Go get him, Arbok!
Weezing, I choose you!
Let's stop him, Pikachu!
Hurry, Arbok! Use your poison sting!
Quick, dodge him, Pikachu!
Go, Weezing, use your sludge attack!
Okay, Pikachu, Thunderbolt attack! Now use your tackle attack!
Our water's going down the drain!
Wabba!
Forget it. We've still got the Pokémon. Arbok, return!
Return, Weezing!
Let's fly away with these marvelous little mollusks into our fabulous future.
This stinks. Now they're gonna get away.
Oh, no, they're not! Pikachu, use your Thunderbolt, Pikachu!
You can't do that. Pikachu's Thunderbolt attack will shock all the Omanyte and the Omastar too.
You can't shock us without shocking our little friends here.
Wow, Buffett!
Lift off time, team.
For once, we're actually getting away!
This is a blast.
Wow, Buffett!
What's wrong? What's the problem?
What's stopping us?
I know. We loaded on too many.
Wow, wow, wow!
I told you not to get greedy.
I suppose I was a tad ambitious.
Save the story. We'll have to lose a few.
Hey! We're not throwing a single one of these away.
They're too heavy. We can't take them all.
All these Pokémon are worth something. Maybe we should throw you overboard instead.
I think we're in for a shell of a fight.
Wow, Buffett!
We're keeping it. Let it go. Give it back to me. Get your grubby paws off this thing, you fart ball.
Noctowl, go! Noctowl, fly up and peck a hole in that balloon! Okay, Pikachu, use your Thunderbolt!
We didn't come here for you.
That's right. We came for water.
We're blasting off
Looks like the Omastar and Omanyte are headed back to their old home.
That's right. And I have a feeling they won't be coming to visit me at the Pokemon Park again.
Huh?
They only came because their world was being destroyed. Now that it's back to the way it was, I think they'll prefer the real thing.
Are you gonna stay and do research on him, Professor?
I must admit, I'd love to. But these Pokemon have had enough trouble, Brock. I think they've earned the right to live their lives in peace. I'm sure we could learn a great deal about ancient Pokémon and their world by analyzing and studying them further. But no living thing deserves to live life as a specimen.
I knew you'd come up with all the right answers.
Well, there they go. Guess no matter how good the park seems, there's no place like home.
Omanyte, Omastar.
As they say their goodbyes, Ash, Misty, and Brock know they're lucky to have seen the Pokémon of prehistory. They're looking forward to an exciting future because they've already seen an exciting past.
Let's do it. Born to be a winner. Born to be a champion. Born to be a winner. Born to be the very best. Pokemon. Born to be a winner. Born to be a champion.